Welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to today's session. So, today is practice 6, Kriya 6, and day 2. So, I am going to guide you today. So, very warm welcome to today's session. So, this chapter is very important and little tough to understand, and we need to really give a good time to practice it intensely so that it will really create a kind of energy shift and change transformation in our lives. So it is all about forgiving, forgiving, forgiving love. What a beautiful chapter, my dear friends. But around this chapter, we have many misunderstandings, or our own unhealthy perceptions, our previous understandings. All these layers will come in between this concept and our practice so that we try to show a little light. And Babaji beautifully given such a wonderful words in this topic about what is this, grudge or anger or sadness we are holding, and how it is stopping us for that from that love energy. My dear friends, I'll tell you one thing. If you didn't forgiven someone, if you have if you don't forgiven someone means that you have anger, or you have pain, or you have sadness, or you have glitch, or you have some kind of guilt when you don't forgive yourself, or when you feel helpless. When you feel all these things, you are not able to forgive someone, right? But when you are feeling all these feelings, where they are in your heart. The pain is in your heart, hurt is in your heart, the grudge is in your heart. When we are holding all these things in our heart, in our manomaya kosa, in our bhavanas, yad bhavam tad bhavati. When I'm holding the energy of pain in me because I'm not able to forgive, so my bhavanas, my thoughts and feelings are with that pain. I'm associated with that pain and I'm living in that pain so that I create more pain. So I'm stopping my own flow of love into my life. So we have many misconceptions about forgiveness. We often think that we are forgiving for other people, but we are not forgiving for other people. Forgiveness means it is not anything about other people, it is our own fear or our own grudge or our own sadness or anger about other person, our feelings about other person, our pain about other person, not about only other person, what you are holding about that person or about the situation, about the scenario, or about that conversation, about that experience, what you are holding and letting go of that pain. There is a thorn in my hand and it is hurting me. I'm not letting go of that thorn because it hurt me too bad. I'm holding really tight with grudge. What happened to me? The thorn will poke me even bad. The second arrow, about second arrow concept in this unified. The second arrow is more painful. The whatever hurt or whatever harm happened to us long back or in some other situation that happened, this first arrow was done and we are bothering ourselves with that second arrow now, holding that all into our hearts. And this chapter is forgiving with truth. The title itself is such a intense, immense wisdom in it, my dear friends. Most of the times we are not able to forgive because we are believing in false. We are believing in ignorance. But when you know the truth, when you understand the truth, it is easy to forgive. The truth is, we are the one attracting all those situations and pain into our lives because we are the creators of our life. Because we are made in the image of God, and God is the creator, so that we are also creator and we are creating, but creating completely in a forgetful state that we are God, completely in a forgetful state what we are creating, how we are creating, without awareness, without knowledge, with our perceptions, with our limitations, we started creating, so that we created such a hell, such a painful situations into our life. It is our own creation only, but without awareness, without know, unknowingly, we are doing this. How we step on a thorn unknowingly. We are the one stepping on a thorn. Thorn is not flying and coming and poking into my food, right? I am the one going and stepping on the thorn. It is just doing, staying there. It is the place of her own very own thorn, and it is staying there, laying there. That I am going and stepping on it unknowingly. Just like that, we are attracting all these painful people. Sometimes maybe we are planning them in our life plan. There is a beautiful book, that Little Sun and Soul. In that book, there is a story, and this story is real, my dear friends. For example, there is one person taking births and birth another birth, birth another birth, and from three lifetimes, this very person who is taking incarnations and want to learn some patience and forgiveness. And every lifetime he is failing to learn that lesson and coming back. And there is a very close friend up there in the astral world and sharing, oh my God, again I messed up in this life and I forgot to learn that lesson. I will go next lifetime, I will do this time. And he went there and again he failed to learn that lesson, and he again come back and share with that friend. And then that friend said, okay, my dear, this time I do one thing. I will come as your husband, or I come as your mother in law, or come as your wife, or come as your abusive boss. This time I won't leave you. And I will create you such a situation that you can't escape from me in any manner, so that I will bother you and you learn that forgiveness and patience from me. Once you learn, and I'll change, or I will go away from your life. But until you learn that lesson, I will be stick with you. So this other person who is our close friend in the celestial world, you don't need to take breath out of love to help. With lot of love and compassion, they're taking birth from us, for us, to help us to learn that lesson. So how can we see them now? We are the one inviting them, and they are the one sacrificing and choosing this, terrible role for us to teach. When we know the truth, when we master the lesson, and that very relationship filled with lot of love and compassion and cooperation, or else that very situation will change, transform into other thing. When we forgive really with truth, not the premature forgiveness, my dear friends. Don't hurry yourself to forgive anyone. Premature forgiveness will not serve your purpose. We need to take our time, do the inner work, and understand the truth. That's why the title is Forgiving with Truth. With truth, we forgive to give love to ourselves and to give love to everyone. So there are another scenario in this chapter. Babaji said, "Where you are the writer, director, and choreographer of your own story. Whatever you write, those characters will come to your life." I can explain this in another way, like whatever we hold in our conscious. For example, I am holding a victim and consciousness. When I'm holding a victim consciousness and I'm believing that I'm not worthy, no one will love me. Everyone will use me and punish me and go. Life is unworthy. So I am having all this script in my mind, in my consciousness. So what happened? Those kind of people will come and use me, abuse me, and punish me, and I'll go. So who is the reason here? Unknowingly, we are attracting, we are writing our scripts with our own feelings. That's why in our human life, feelings, thoughts, and emotions, thought plus emotion is equal to feeling. So these feelings is also called as bhavanas, yad bhavam tad bhavati. As you feel, so you become. So whoever coming and really, creating trouble, all those people are attracted by us because we have free will. Even God will not interrupt in our free will. If God able to interrupt in free will, Krishna will change the Duryodhana. But Krishna not able to change Duryodhana. Krishna is there trying to realize him many ways, but he chose to not realize. That kind of powerful free will is that even the God is, coming with the body and helping you to, change. He not able to change. Even God not able to interfere. Sometimes we think, oh my God, why are you giving these many, hardships to me? Actually, God doing nothing here. We are doing everything with our free will, but we are using that free will with lot of ignorance, lack of knowledge, lack of awareness, and we are creating our own mess. Like an animal, biting his own tail. We are biting our own lives. And at the same time, we are, pointing towards other person, because of you, it is all happened to me. It is not because of anyone. It is the time to take responsibility and understand, my dear friends. We hurt because of our expectations, not because of other people behavior. And the other person, whoever doing something, he's just mirroring what is there inside of me already. Whatever I'm trying to create. And this is really tricky. And one more point I will try to explain here. There are two things, my dear friends. One is what you want, and another one is what you feel. I never want anyone to abuse me. I never want anyone to hurt me. But I feel that I'm a victim. I feel that no one loves me. What will happen in my life? In my life, nothing will happen what I want. Everything will happen what I feel. If I feel what I want, then that will happen. But our want is different and our feelings are different. I want a very good life and I'm every day I'm feeling victim. I want someone to love me, but at the same time I'm feeling I'm not worthy. So what will manifest? You may think, I never want this. Yeah, you never want this, but you are feeling that all the time. Whatever you feel, that's what manifests in our life. So be aware. That's why in unified program, we are starting with the feeling love in our heart, my dear friends. Correcting our consciousness by correcting our feelings, beliefs, thoughts, and emotions is very, 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 very important in spiritual work, in our any work. So by forgiving, by listing people, whoever we have grudges with, and we have regret about ourselves or about others, we will ask higher self, who is there for me to forgive? Where I am holding these grudges? Sometimes we may not know. We ourselves forget. whatever we holding inside, because we holding so much and so much, overlapping one by one, we don't know what else is there in our mind. So it is the time to go under the carpet and clean the stuff. So we are asking higher self, my dear higher self, who is there to forgive? So it may give you names of your elementary teacher, name of your so-called old friend, or name of your aunt or uncle, name of your friends or name of your colleagues. It may be anyone, name of your mother, father. Sometimes we have angry with them. So it will be anyone. It can be anyone. Just open yourself, and you don't need to forgive immediately, right? That name may come and you're not able to forgive immediately. That's why Babaji said, write down those names and one by one, work on them. Try to forgive them. Just close your eyes and center your heart and call up that name, and then just be there with your higher self, connecting with your higher self, clearing your aura, clearing all uninvited influences, and closing your aura, sending love and light to all uninvited influences, and connect with your higher self. And then just sit with that name, and the truth will reveal to you, or the kind of motivation will come from you, from inside, to forgive them, to really let them go, so that whatever, by holding all this in our hearts, we are stopping the flow of love. There is ocean of love, abundant of love around us, flowing, but we are locking them because we have all these grudges and this pain inside. By forgiving, we start giving love to ourselves, so that with this great understanding, with this love experience, we are able to give that love to other person, but not premature forgiveness, my dear friends. Not superficial process from your top layer of mind. You need to go really deep into your heart, layers of emotions, and understand the truth, understand how and why you attracted them into your life. With that truth, with that realization, then forgive them. Forgive them with truth. Then you start giving love to yourself and love to everyone. This will, make you go under a very massive transformation process. It make you feel really light. It make you feel really joyful. It make you feel really connected. So this week's practice is really important. So without any late, we'll start meditation process. If you have any doubts, my dear friends, I will tell you once again and at any other time. And I have a session about forgiveness. It's a big session uh, covering all the points about forgiveness. I will also share that link in our Omega Unified group after this session, and you may watch that anytime that you are free, so that you'll get more and more insights about forgiveness. So, thank you, my dear friends. Now it is time to meditate. Just find a beautiful place. Clasp your fingers, close your eyes. You may sit on the couch or bed. You may lean, but not completely. Take a little support, and try not to take support if you are really comfortable in sitting, so that you will be aware. Don't, you'll not go into the trance. This entire process, it is important to be aware so that we understand the truth. So, my dear friends, close your eyes, and our beautiful process one, center yourself in your heart center with your gentle breath. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, connect to your heart center. From your heart, very bottom of your heart, tell to yourself that I made in the image of God. Feel that love. God is love, so I am love. Feel that love in your heart center. This love feeling is really, really, really important for all the further processes, my dear friends. Feel that immense flow of love in your heart. Now that flow of love from your heart spread into each and every cell of your body. God is light, so I am light. Light which can light the even darkest, deepest corners. Feel that bright light in you, my dear friends. God is peace, so I am peace. Feel that deep peace with each and every breath, my dear friends. God is abundant, so I am abundant. God is all knowing intelligence, so am I. I am all knowing intelligence. Allow yourself to connect with your higher self. My dear beautiful higher self, if you don't know your higher self name, ask at this point of time, my dear higher self, please give me my name. You already know your name. My dear beautiful higher self, state them with that name. And I am one with you. Feel that beautiful connection from your higher self. Feel that strength. Feel that connection. Feel that support. Feel that beautiful shade on top of your head from your higher self. Feel that love. Completely be one with this feeling where you and your higher self was united. Now ask your higher self for give a beautiful signal. My dear beautiful higher self, give me a signal to assure your connection with your higher self. Completely experience your signal, my dear friends. Receive that beautiful signal from higher self. After receiving your signal, now it is time to send love and light to all of those uninvited influences in your aura. Sending love and light to all of the uninvited influences and tell them you are all love and light, and still your love and light. You each have perfect place to go. With the help of your higher self, you are sending all of these uninvited influences to where they belongs to. After sending all love and light to all of these uninvited influences, sending them back to where they belong to with your higher self help. Now it is time to lock your aura. I am locking my aura to all except my higher self. I am locking my aura to all except my higher self. I am locking my aura for everyone except my higher self. Now, ask your higher self to give a signal if there is any residue of uninvited influences. But the signal is completely different from your higher self signal. Just be there and ask, my dear higher self, if there is any residue of uninvited influences, please give me a signal. you get another signal for uninvited influences, again send love and light to all of those uninvited influences. Sending love and light to all uninvited influences. You can lock your aura now again from all except your higher self. My dear friends, in this beautiful state, now ask your higher self, my dear beautiful higher self, give me names who I need to forgive. Just be there. Memories may roll in front of you, dialogues may appear. Just be there and witness All the names and all the stories you are reminding right at this point of time. My dear higher self, give me the names of people who I need to forgive and let go of them. Completely open your heart, my dear friends. Be aware of every name coming to you. Is it right or wrong? How deep it is? It is all later. Now just receive those names from higher self. Now feel the flow of love, intense, beautiful, overwhelmed feeling of love from your heart. And send this love to your family members. Send this love to your house. Send this love to your workplace. Send this love to all of the meditators meditating right now with us. Send your love to Mata Gaya. Send your love to all of that animal kingdom. Send your love to all those plants. Send your love to each and every person on your list. And also receive abundant flow of love flowing from everyone, coming from everywhere, pouring into your life, into your heart. All of the insights coming from your higher self. Open yourself, just take it. Try to understand the truth, my dear friends. Remember this feeling of love, flow of love, Remember this energy. Remember this safety. Slowly, slowly come back to your body. Feel your head. Feel your neck. Feel back of your head, back of your neck. Feel your shoulders. Feel your arms and hands. Feel your arms. Feel your fingers. Feel your higher back and lower back. Feel your chest and tummy. Feel your back. Feel your thighs. Feel your knees. Feel your legs. And feel your feet. Feel your entire body. And with a lot of gratitude towards our Guru, thank you for all the knowledge, all the wisdom. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for our time. Thank you for all the meditators over here meditating with us. Thank you for this beautiful program. Thank you for our parents for the gift of life. Thank you for environment, for water, for breath, for food. And slowly, slowly bring yourself into your control. Try to move your fingers a little. This great gratitude feeling without opening your eyes. Place your both hands on your closed eyes for 4 seconds. Just place your hands on your closed eyes. Be there. Just remember all of your meditation experience. Process happened today. Take it into your heart and slowly, slowly take off your hands and open your eyes. My dear friends, if you get any names to forgive, take a pen and paper and immediately write down all those names on the paper. And with beautiful smile, welcome back, my dear friends. Whoever still want to continue, please continue. If you are ready to come back, please come back. And thank you for the beautiful meditation, my dear friends. And if you have any doubts or anything to share, I welcome you to share now. And you may raise your hand. Thank you, Jyoti ji. Thank you. And Radhika Garu, please unmute yourself, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Devi Garu. Amazing session, Andy. Really, I mean, I did not know this the first time. I felt very emotional, and actually, tears came out of my eyes. I was like holding the tears all the other sessions that I've attended, but this
Mm,
time I couldn't hold on to the tears. I'm not sure if that is correct or wrong, but I did get that. Um, I mean, after a few seconds, I felt light, but I still have something in myself which is not completely cleaned or wiped off. I could feel that.
mm, mm,
But when we are trying to clear the aura for uninvited influences, then, I mean, I could see a face, a living face. So is
mm,
it something that I've been influenced by that person? I mean, thousands of miles
mm,
away from where I stay currently,
mm.
all of a sudden it came to my mind, or not even mind, like, I could see that face. I did not
Yes,
talk to
yes.
that person since a long
Mm,
time, I would say years together,
mm, mm,
but I mean, no connection, or I would say we did not connect for past 6 years or something like that. So I
mm.
do not know if I have to take it as like I've been influenced by that person, or is it something, kind of coincidental, or my mind is playing any games with me? I'm not sure how to take that.
Instead of answering, I may ask another question, Radhika ma'am.
Hmm.
Do you have any bad experiences with that person, or any bad memories with that person, or any struggle you faced?
Uh, Not exactly as bad, I would say, but
Mm,
um, long story short, the comparisons that were like,
mm,
that person was comparing with the way we have been heading in the life, with how they have
mm,
been kind of,
mm.
going through few struggles.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so that
Yeah,
was
get it.
being there, and
Yeah.
it didn't hurt me that much because it was like, way long back, I would say, when I was a kid, something like that. So I'm not
Mm.
sure if I don't even know that I'm still holding that in myself because I couldn't even remember that. So
Yeah, yeah. Radhika Garu, it may be you're holding an influence or you may not. You are the right person to say, but all of the sudden, without any thought, even though you forgot that phase came to meditation, means you may have some influence from that person. Just simply send love and light to that person and send him back with a lot of compassion from your aura, whatever influence you have. If you
mhm.
feel like, just ask your higher self and you get the signal. Ask your higher self, my dear higher self, do I have influence, uninvited influence from from this person? Just give me a signal. Ask your higher self. And your higher self, if higher self give the signal for uninvited influences, then yes,
Mhm.
still you have that influence. Then send love and light and just send those influence back to where it belongs to. That's it, Radhika Garu.
Okay.
And about tears, your you don't need to hold tears. It is very much open and just let go of tears. Let go of any emotions that are surfacing. In the process of forgiving, sometimes we go through this process of having tears, process
Mhm.
of having shivers, process of having realizations, process of getting some wisdom. All these processes will come on in a way of your forgiveness. Without
Okay.
letting go of that emotions, it is not, we are not able to forgive from the core. So you don't need
Okay.
to hold on to yourself. And I'm very I congratulate and appreciate your courage to share that you're able to. We need courage to let go. We need courage to face that dark side as well. So congratulations, Radhika Garu. You can,
Yeah,
go through that process, and it is very beautiful. And you said you have some more to release. As you feel in our next session, try to release that too. Just open
yeah,
yourself, Radhika.
sure. Sure,
Wonderful.
Devi,
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Do you mind if I ask another clarification for
Yeah,
one more thing? I'm
sure,
sorry, I'll
please.
not take more time. But
Yeah.
like when we ask for any forgiveness, I did get
Mhm.
few faces, but in a couple of faces, but I do not have any grudge or anything. But I
Mm.
constantly think that those people should not be affected by anything. They have to be safe or something like that. I do not. There's nothing related to grudge, or it's just that concern that those people
Mm.
should not be affected by anything. They need to stay happily in their
Mm.
life, or something like that. It's in a good part of thinking. It's kind of
Okay,
a
you're
concern.
getting concern. Okay, you're getting those people
Yeah. So how
that
should I
you
deal?
have concern now. Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Asking forgiveness and you're having people. Okay, just ask your higher self, Radhika Garu.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't have any grudge or any, unacceptance or anything from them, maybe it is a random mind manipulation, I may say,
Okay.
because we should have people, names, whom we need to forgive in this process. If
Okay.
you get some other purple name that you don't have any issues with or anything, maybe check yourself one more time. Do you have anything underlying with them? If you don't have anything like that, you just need to ignore. I want to add a
Okay.
point here, or if you feel something still a lack of self love, you believe those. Yeah, please, Kirti, add. Do you want to talk? Kirti, are you there? Or you're just sending message?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
So about the experience, just now, like the second one, I did not listen because I was typing. But the first one, somebody who said 6 years back to you. So I just had a
Yeah.
similar experience and I got the answer as well. So what is that is if you're still feeling somewhere inside you the lack of what they said, the words, you still feel they're true to you, like you're putting yourself down, that means you're getting influenced. It's nothing to do with that person who said. It's you inside yourself feeling something lack in you. That's the reason those words were told to you. Now at this point you were reminded of that. That means you're still holding on to those words somewhere deep in you, not in the exact way, but similar to those feelings you still feel about you, that you are doing something wrong or not going in the direction what that person has suggested. If you're still holding, that means you need to give self love to you. That's the reason that came. So just release that person's words, but in yourself look somewhere deep within. Are you feel you are feeling, not are you are feeling. That's the reason it came. So you need to
Yeah.
dig in yourself more and love yourself more, so you can lift yourself up and these will clear out. So that's
And
what this chapter is teaching us.
thank you, Kirti. Absolutely. And at the same time, sometimes because of all those comparisons, we may put ourselves down and underestimate ourselves. And for doing that to ourselves, we need to forgive ourselves as well. Yeah. Thank you so
Okay.
much. And Radhika, yes, Sujata Garu.
Thank you, Devi.
Thank you, Devi garu.
Yes.
Ah, see, I I could figure out my higher self. I'm not getting connection from my higher self, but I could figure out some people who has troubled me in my life. Okay, I'm ready to forgive them because I in that book what he said is we only created them for the situations to tell that we have to learn the lesson. We only created them. So now I understand that. So I am ready to forgive them. I'll forgive. But if they continue to give me troubles, so how I should handle the situation?
Beautiful question, Sujata ji. If they continue giving you trouble, that means you didn't forgive them from the core. That means you didn't learn the lesson. That why not forgiveness from understanding, forgive from truth with real inner work. When you really learn the lesson, when you
Hmm.
really let go of the sadness or grudge or anger towards them, then this situation will not continue because you are the creator unknowingly, right? When you take
Yes.
that power into your hands, you stop creating that.
Hmm.
Still it is happening means still you are creating that, still you are in that consciousness, writing the same script for your story.
Hmm.
So you
That
need
means
to
how to
stop
learn my
writing such
lesson.
scripts.
How to learn my lesson then.
Very good question. How to learn your lesson and why you are getting affected. What is that person trying to teach you, or what is the energy you're holding to attract such a person into your life? For example, if I have any guilt, Sujata ji, if I'm have
Hmm.
any guilt that I did something wrong, I'm not a good person like that. If I have some guilt in my consciousness, I attract punishment.
Okay.
Okay, if some people are there in my life, they are punishing me, I'm attracting punishment. Sometimes maybe there are no people. I punish myself like while cooking, I'll burn myself constantly, one after one, one after one. And I hit my head or I hit my hand, I broke my leg. I attract punishment through people or through situations. If it is happening repeatedly to me, that means I am holding some guilt in me. That if I have guilt, in Telugu you may say aparadha bhavana. I'm not good enough. It's something I did wrong. I'm not a good person because we have been told all these things like you're a bad girl, you are behaving in a such a way that is not a nice thing to do. You're being mean. All these things said to us repeatedly from our childhood. So we may hold such kind of guilt in our system that I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. So these things will come. So according to the problem you're having, are you having such kind of belief? Are you having such kind of consciousness? Are you how you are creating that? How you are inviting those people? You need to understand. And if I am inviting them, what is the thing I'm thinking? Okay, I'm thinking, I'm judging that they're never gonna change. Why I'm thinking they're never gonna change? Because I don't have belief. I don't have trust. When I lost this trust because something happened to me long back. Look, just dig into deep into yourself. Why, when, what, all these things happen, when it is how it is started. So, and go to that very, belief of yourself that then change it. For me, I used to have a belief of fear of missing out. It's a very big fear for me, fear of missing out. So whenever I ask someone to, when I ask someone to meditate or when I ask someone to do something, if they don't do that, I have fear of missing out, right? I used to have anger. I used to have anxiety. I used to have this shame that they are not listening to me. I used to feel shame, this anger, this shame, this kind of irritation. and restlessness. I used to feel all these things not because of the other people, because, not because they are not listening to me, because I have this very fear, that fear of missing out. So when I came to know that about my own fear, and I do that process, inner process, and I gave to myself the new belief that there are endless chances, so many chances given to me. I didn't miss anything. There is no time at all. Time is eternal. So when I changed this belief, I stopped responding towards that people, towards in such a manner towards that people, towards the situations. Then everything changed, and I didn't bother anyway. From that point of time, I didn't get that kind of bothering, that kind of experiences. So that I forgive myself and forgive for them with that truth, understanding the truth, that what kind of fear I am holding, how I am creating it. I understand the truth. Then from the truth, I forgive everyone that created, this anger and restlessness and shame in me, so that those things didn't repeated in my life anymore. So that is how we need to forgive with the truth, not from superstition or understanding from top layer, but we need to dig deeper into ourselves, understand the truth, understand how entire scenario is creating, and how the other people mirroring what I already having in me. From that point you need to forgive, then it will not repeat. That's why understanding with truth. Just open your heart, align to your higher self, and then look at the people who you need to forgive. Then slowly things will reveal to you. You will get that understanding, ma'am. And Chandra sir, you want to add something? Yes, please.
Yeah, I want to read out the last para in page 30.
Please do,
Right?
sir.
In the past, when you have forgiven, you have said, you have done wrong to me, but I want you to know I don't want to hold a grudge. So I am going to try to forget that horrible thing you did to me. That means you are trying to forgive from a state of higher being compared to the other person whom you are forgiving. It is not so. Both of you have to consider each other equal when you are forgiving, right? Which means you have to forgive and seek the pardon of the other person also, so that he also forgives you, he or she. We do it one way, then there are portions of that hidden grudge which is inside us. Okay? That is the reason when we forgive somebody and we still feel traces of them troubling us, the basic reason behind that is that we have forgiven, but we have been thinking that we are superior to them, so we are forgiven. That may not be a blatant feeling that is visible. That may be a subtle feeling inside us. That's
Wonderful,
my
Chandra sir.
answer to.
That's why, Sujata ma'am, there is a instruction in this book. Read this chapter word by word, sentence by sentence, slowly. After one sentence, take a break, close your eyes, and again open your eyes and read another sentence, and do this for entire week. When you do this, ma'am, when you tune into the book, that these words are given by Bhavatar Babaji, and that words have a lot of power to unlock the realization and give you truth. And align to meditating, being in silence hours, and also reading this book again and again. Even though you read one time, read again, read again, read again. Take breaks slowly, one by one, word by word, sentence by sentence. Then you will get deeper insights and understanding from that book. Then go into the silence period after reading that book, and perfect energy work and realizations will happen in you.
There is
Thank you.
another interesting question by Radhika Ji, I think,
In
in the
a chart,
message. Yeah, in
in
the
the
chat.
messages. Okay. Yeah. Are there any different steps to follow for sending self love to us and coming out of guilt that build up since childhood? Yeah. Yes, Radhika ji. This guilt, this lack of self love really build up from our childhood. Then, in this, according to this book, Unified, when you identify yourself with the God qualities, and when you start feeling that intense love, and that is that itself, the very first point is giving self love. And we need to practice that even more, and in even in day to day life, in between intervals, you need to connect to that space again and again. And different steps to send love you know in another way, not from this book, but to really come out of the guilt from childhood, there is a work called inner child work. If we are able to do that work, inner child work, that will be wonderful. It's so helpful. Another way. But from the according to unified book and unified processes, when we identify ourselves from our higher self and being feeling one with that, and getting the signal and feeling that all these things will, slowly, slowly, step by step, work on our self-worth, and we'll come out of our guilt in day to day life also. Not only in silence period, in day to day life also, we need to remind these sentences again and feel them and live with them. As you feel intense again and again, these feelings will change. The whatever unhealthy feelings we are carrying, we need to rewrite those feelings with this new feelings that we need to train our body emotionally. We so much use it to feel such kind of emotions. Now we are coming out of them, and we are training our body with new emotions. We need to train emotionally. Then all that imprints will wash away. So another way I know is inner child work. So Chandra
Can
sir,
I
do you want
add
to add
something?
anything?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, please.
See, we have all gone through this stage in our childhood. Have you ever had a very close friend with whom you fought? You had a difference of opinion and you stopped talking to each other at any given time in life, right? When the ice is broken and you start communicating with each other, how do you feel? That is true forgiveness. We have all been through that state. Just go back to your childhood. There would be someone in your life you have had a heavy fight, argument, difference of opinion, which rose from scenarios like you expected them to give you help at a particular stage, they did not, or they went against you. It could be any of these experiences. You would have gone through that. Just relive that. And the day you both again started communicating with each other, how did you feel? Right? Just go back to that. That is true forgiveness. If you can relate to that, try it.
So, Chandra sir, I do have a question on that. This is Radhika
Yes.
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I posted that question actually. So, it is like, I just wanted to understand if my thinking is correct. Rather than understanding, putting my God qualities or thinking that, okay, the same qualities that God has, I also have the same, or do the inner child thing, get rid of the guilt, and then think that I have the same qualities as God would give me a better chance of, moving forward smoothly. Like, wipe off the dust, let's suppose the child kill or childhood kid, whatever we, I mean, that was just an example that I've given. We definitely will have, as you said, as actually Devi ma'am said, like, we have been told that, okay, whatever you are doing is not correct, or might be you're not worth of doing that, something else which we dreamt of doing, kind of dreamed of doing it. So wiping out that dust and putting on a layer of God qualities, will that not stick on to our
Not
soul
putting on,
properly?
feeling the God qualities when you are
Yeah,
doing that act
exactly.
is the answer. You have to feel them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you from my life. I grew up in the hostels. I went to the hostel first when I was 5 years. My entire life has been in the hostel. And I developed such a grudge against my mother, my father, and my only sister that for 3 years I did not even speak one single word with them when I came out of the hostel for 1 year. I was a day scholar for 1 year in my life. But when I became independent and I had my own children, and someone suggested, you are traveling so much, why don't you put your children in the hostel? Right? I asked
Mm.
myself the questions of my childhood, what I had experienced. And right, only then did I understand why my father did what he did. And how
Okay.
would I do,
Mm-hmm.
right? That means
Mm-hmm.
we need to put ourselves into the other person against whom we have got a grudge. Then, when we start looking at ourselves, we understand where we have gone wrong, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In one way or the other, inner child also does the same with us. It takes us to that level and brings us out. So your answer and your question, both are correct. Only thing is, please entertain that feeling as you are experiencing that stage.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Kirti has something to add.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Kirti, you're not audible.
We can't
Hello,
hear
can you hear
you,
me now?
Kirti ma'am.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
So, I just want to add something here, and based out of my experience. Recently, just this year itself, I was I was friends with someone very, very close. Then something happened, and I couldn't even bear to even see, look at them. That it became that worst. During Unified, what I did, they always say, right? Center in your heart, be in your heart center, be in your heart center. So I was experimenting. What is this being in heart center? Feeling love in a very heated moment. I feel it's impossible. Nobody can even feel a bit of love when you're in angry or sad or whatever it is. Then what I did, okay, let's work with these quality like exercises which were given in the chapters. What I did, I started being in my heart center. Like I as I direct my when during guidance I say like breathe into your heart and out of your heart. So all the time for 3 straight days, whenever I get my like distraction, I used to just go to my heart, be there, be there, be there. And what it did, when that person came in front of me during one of the like some event or some party or somewhere, I couldn't bear to stay away from that person. I literally went, hugged the person, and I cried. This is how the unified will make you. It will literally force you to be in that beautiful state. We think these exercises we are doing just like repeating, feeling love. Probably if you may not feel love, but just be there. You know it is doing the work. You will realize it one day. Diligently do it. It has done to me. That's the reason I hype about this book to everyone, whoever I meet or in the sessions itself, because it does to you that. Try being there just for experimental sake. Do it. Be in your heart center, whatever time it takes, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, just be there and see what changes it does to you. It has done to me regarding this. That's the reason I'm telling. Do it and see. So this is what I wanted to add point. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for all your answers. Yeah.
We are done.
Thank you. Thank you, Shanai sir. And thank you, Kirti ma'am. So, yeah, thank you, Master. We had a wonderful session today, and again, we have one more tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening, same time. So, see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a good night, Masters.